guys, Ryan Smith with the Ryan Smith Home Selling Team here to discuss why waiting to buy doesn't pay off. I know sometimes it seems like it might, but does it? Well, let's talk about it next. So one of the things I've heard very recently as interest rates have gone up is people saying, I think I'm going to wait to buy until I see the rates coming back down again. I've seen low interest rates in the past. I'm going to wait to buy my next house until we see 2 and 3% interest rates again. So is it in their financial best interest to wait until the rates drop? Well, actually, I would say no. And I know that might sound strange, and you say, well, why? Well, I think there's 3 really good reasons. So number 1, home values always rise over time. One of the most compelling arguments in favor of buying a house now is the historical trend of home values that are consistently rising over time. So real estate has proven to be a solid long-term investment, with property values generally appreciating during short-term, just despite some short-term fluctuations. So you might see them go up and down a little bit in the short term, but long-term, these values are always going up. So by entering the market sooner rather than later, you position yourself to benefit from this upward trajectory as these prices are going up. So the first thing, home values always tend to rise, right? Number 2, the rates are not coming back down anytime soon. Now, I do think you're going to see the rates drop down a little bit, right? We've had them as high as the 8% range not too long ago. I think you're going to see the 6s and 5% over the next year. But really, interest rates are a key factor that influences the affordability of homeownership. And currently, obviously, they're a little bit higher than they have been. And they could stay that way, and I think they probably will stay at least generally in the range I just mentioned for quite a while. So no one knows exactly what's going to happen. Of course, economic conditions do change, right? But there's a general consensus among experts that, interest rates are more likely to rise than they are to fall in the foreseeable future, outside of what I just told you right there. So I think that 5 to 6% range, I do think that we will see kind of rates sticking in that 5s and 6s over the next year. But I don't think you're going to see them come back down. I think they're going to stay kind of in that same general range that we're discussing. And then number 3, the other reason why it doesn't pay to wait to buy is you can actually start building equity right now. So one of the most significant advantages of homeownership is the opportunity to build equity over time. So by purchasing a house now, you initiate that wealth building process sooner, which allows you to capitalize on the potential for increased property values, right? So as the property continues to appreciate in value, you have now gained that equity sooner, and it's just making the net worth of yourself and the money that you have in savings in this property just bigger and bigger and bigger. So, does it wait or does it pay to wait and buy? Well, I think for those 3 reasons, number 1, home values always rise over time. Number 2, interest rates probably aren't coming down much from where we are right now. And number 3, you can start building equity sooner. I say those things probably doesn't wait to help to wait to buy. The other thing I'm going to throw out there, just a bonus thing as well. Right now, you're able to negotiate a better deal than if you wait for the rates to come down and the market's crazy hot again. So once the market sees interest rates coming down, interest is going to go way up. And now you're going to be fighting and negotiating against other people to get the house that you want. Whereas right now, demand is a little bit lower, which means in addition to the 3 things we just mentioned, you can also negotiate a better deal. So I would say, yeah, honestly, there's a myth that maybe you should wait to buy until rates come down, but I think we could prove with the things that we've discussed right now that is a myth and not fact. So, once again, I'm Ryan, always here to answer your real estate questions. If you have something you want to see us shoot a video on, shoot me a message or call us at 254-213-5335. Or if you want to buy or sell real estate, of course, reach out to us, find us on the web, ryansmithhomes.com, or call us 254-213-5335. I'm Ryan. Always enjoy and pleasure visiting with you, and we'll catch you on the next one.